If you've ever been sewing the seams on a pojagi window hanging and you find the point where seams line up really difficult to stitch over because there's so many layers of fabric, then this tip is going to be perfect for you. Welcome to Evita Studio. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'm going to show you how to use this funny looking tool. It's called a seam jumper or a seam humper. It has different names, but what it does is it helps you stitch over humps, lumps, bumps, areas with thickness in your seam of fabric. You might have received one of these when you got your sewing machine and you didn't know what it was. So today I'm going to show you what it is and how to use it. So seam jumper has a lot of applications. If you're sewing clothing, especially with thick fabrics like denim, you can find seams difficult to stitch over. Or if you make bags, they can have really thick seams, but also in pojagi window hangings, because our normal fabric is relatively thin, so we're stitching our seam, but if we have seams that line up, there can be up to 8 or more layers of fabric in that point, and that can make it really difficult to stitch over. So that's where the seam jumper comes into play. So when we sew on our sewing machine, our foot, the bottom of the foot is flat, and this goes against the feed dogs, which is what helps feed the fabric through, is the presser foot pressing on the feed dogs. But if you have a big lump in your fabric and you're sewing along, that causes the presser foot to raise, so now it is not flat and it's not pressing against the feed dogs. So the seam jumper will be able to help your presser foot stay flat and in contact with the feed dogs. I have these two pieces and I'm going to join them together, and we can see they have the reversible pojagi seam, so that seam does have a lot of bulk in it. So when I'm joining two pieces together, that's going to be even more bulk. It's a lot of bulk in there. So I'm going to begin joining these two pieces of fabric just in the usual way. And now that this bump is coming up, the presser foot is going to start to kind of tip a bit. So I'm going to take this, and for this one, you can see that there is a larger side and a smaller side. I am going to use the smaller side because this is still a smaller bump than it would be like with denim or corduroy or something like that. And I'm going to put the needle down and I will raise the presser foot. So the needle will hold the fabric in place. Then I'm going to place the seam jumper underneath the presser foot and then lower the presser foot. So this helps the presser foot stay flat even as it's coming up to this bump, and it still is maintaining the connection with the feed dogs underneath. So now I'll just continue stitching, and as I get to the other side of the bump, I will remove it. Now I can put the presser foot on the other side just to help the presser foot stay flat. While I'm coming off of the bump. Then I can continue along with my seam. And there we go. My seam is stitched. There are no jump stitches or uneven things that sometimes happen when you're trying to stitch over a bump in the fabric. So when you're stitching pojagi seams, you might not always need this. If you find you're struggling where a bunch of seams line up, then this is the tool for you. This will be especially helpful in something like my Christmas tree window hanging, where there are a lot of seams and a lot of things overlap. So for more information about this pattern or my other pojagi window patterns, check out evadestudio.com.